Good early. There's the light, and we're ready to go. And they're offhand racing, and the favourite I'm Good at This was the first into stride. 2-8 being revved up, going up to join it. Out very deep, Chairman's List is rolling forward. Alfia Moore handy together with Final Comment and Mazitas using barrier 1 to push into a prominent role. Very competitive go for the lead. Camp behind them, Rossi's Type of Girl with Incantata. And Magic Pharaoh looks to be 3 wide in the early stages at the 1200. A gap back to Lepo, then well back on the inside, a Discreet Lady, possibly so. Then Kaihoko, and Nothing Sacred is last of all. Well, Molly Burke got her own way at the end on Chairman's List, but had to do plenty of work to cross the entire field. Leads out by a length and a half to the favourite I'm Good at This. Alfia Moore third and 2A now fourth. A length and a half to Mazita on the inside of Final Comment. A length into Rossi's Type of Girl on the outside of Incantata. The well-fancied Magic Pharaoh's well back in the field again with Lepo trying to start a run deeper out. Then possibly so from Kaihoko, and Nothing Sacred last of all. 600 metres to gallop, and Chairman's List loafing along by 2. I Am Good at This on the outside of Alfia Moore is being scrubbed up the rails. Now Mazita's looking to get off its heels there. Still blocked for a run as 2A kept it in a pocket. Then Final Comment, and Magic Pharaoh gets to the outside, 5 off the lead. Chairman's List at the 300, 2 lengths clear. I Am Good at This grinding, so's 2A but making ground. Further back to Final Comment, Magic Pharaoh wide out, winding up. There's many chances here. 2A and possibly so has burst through the middle. Possibly so takes the lead. Ridden Stone Cold, possibly so knocked off 2A. Magic Pharaoh third. Then came Mazita. Chairman's List got tired at the end, followed by Final Comment, Nothing Sacred. Then came Kaihoko, Rossi's Type of Girl, Lepo warming up when it was all over. The favourite weekend out, I Am Good at This from Incantata, Alfia Moore and Discreet Lady.
Andrew Ryan, the winning trainer with Possibly So, who burst between runners and a debut highway win. How good is that?
Wonderful, wonderful, Gav. Yeah, great thrill. Yeah, we've been trying for a while.
Yeah. He didn't get a lot of luck in the highway last time out.
No, but I think the big turnaround has been taking the blinkers off him.
Right.
For some reason, he just, normally you whack blinkers on to focus him, but he seems to switch on a bit more without them.
5-year-old, only sparingly raced, and he's got a handy little record. He's never far away, is he?
No, he's not. On his day, he's a good galloper. Yeah, on his day, he's a good galloper.
Great to see Tony Cavallo back in town.
Yeah, well, we wouldn't have the horse in work only for Tony. He's a very hard horse to work. So Tony, he does a magic job on him. Yeah.
He's got plenty of experience.
Well, you won't get much more. And a gentleman of a fella. Yeah, wonderful. It's wonderful to win with him on.
Good on you, mate. Yeah. What a good thrill for you.
Great thrill.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Good on you. Possibly So wins for the 4th time today at start number 19. Great to see Tony Cavallo back in town. And he wins the highway today. 3:13, 7 and 2. He's off the scales and he's now with Shani.
He is indeed. Congratulations, Chock. You've had so much to do with this fella. It's nice to see him come here to town and do it.
Yeah, he's a difficult horse to ride. Won't take all the credit. You know, Andy's good with it. I actually said to him, why don't you try a city jockey on it and see how you go? Like, it might be over me, you know, but he stuck with me and said, no, you ride it. And you know, we took the blinkers off.
Why?
He's won a couple of times without them. And we put him on and he just got a bit stagnant. So Andy said, let's take him off. And he went through the videos and everything and we'll have a crack like that. And he was right.
Approaching the turn, you're in a bit of an awkward position. Did you have a lap full of horse and thinking, I just need room?
I did, but they kept opening up a bit. But then I had to push out and he's a big horse. You know, but the other day he just wouldn't do that. So whether it was 2 weeks between races and a lot fitter might have helped. And he pushed through no problem.
It's been a trip worthwhile. Well done.
Yes, thank you.
Metres, Possibly So. The roughie won the first. Ready now. Racing in the second, and Tri-State began brilliantly in the middle. Straight to the front, exploring away Wells, rolling forward, and then came Commander Prue settling third. Our Kobe Sun straight to fourth, followed by Rebel Dean improving on the rails, a length and a half to Tintuki. Well back in the field is Peter Vargo in the early point, followed by Fire and Perseids last of all. 600 metres to run, and Tri-State travelling well in the lead from exploring. Rebel Dean trucking into third, followed by Commander Prue, and our Kobe Sun is going to make the corner three wide as they straighten up. Tri-State swings in front by a length and a half to exploring Rebel Dean. Then our Kobe Sun 2 lengths away. Tintuki coming down the outside. Tri-State at the 300. Still a length in front of exploring. Our Kobe Sun not going well enough. Tintuki on the outside running on. It's Tri-State being challenged by Tintuki. Our Kobe Sun starting to rally between them, but Tintuki's drawing clear. Tintuki a half length to our Kobe Sun. Tri-State third, Rebel Dean fourth. Further back to Fire, then Perseids making ground. Exploring the filly drop right out at the end, together with the 200 to 1 shot Peter Vargo, and Commander Prue was last in.
She is indeed. 6, 8, 1 and 10 Andre Rabbit here for Brad Widdup. She's just so honest, this girl.
Yeah, no, she's a lovely horse, a great horse to have in the stable, and a good return for this prep.
Everything panned out perfectly for us, sitting off the speed, getting to the outside and giving it, plenty of clean air.
Yeah, no, exactly. Said to Karen, they'll probably outpace her early in this, over this distance, and the main thing was just to give her room.
Yeah, and she just kept finding the line, didn't she, first up? She's in for a good prep.
Yeah, no, she's a very genuine filly, and it looks good for the future.
Where's Brad? Up north?
He's up north. He's looking as many horses as he can, and hopefully we'll get a few.
Bring a few back. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
There's Andre Rabbit for Brad Widdup, long neck by 1 1/4, so 56.75. It looks like 33.17 is that last 600 metres. We'll just confirm that. That's correct. 56.75 and 33.17 the last 600 metres. Mare by Winning Rupert out of a Dylan Thomas mare. And Lady Marionette wins for the fourth time at start 13, 5 minor placings. She hadn't raced since September 2. She had a break, couple of trials, and she returns the first up winner. Our Kobe Sun has gone down, but gone down fighting. Only a long neck in it. He was terrific first up from a break. Tommy Berry for Ange Davies, and 1 was back in third place. Tri-State for Anthony Cummings. 10 was fourth, and that was Rebel Dean. And fifth went the way of Fire. So Karen McAvoy, who started the day as the $3.40 second favourite in the Jockey Challenge, picks up maximum points in race number 2. 6, 8, 1 and 10. And he's about to head over, Shani, and he'll be with you in just a moment.
He's here now. Well done, Mac. That was a really nice return from this mare.
Yeah, I haven't ridden her for a little while, and Brad and his team have done a great job with her. She's settled down a lot mentally and grown up a lot as well, and physically too. So pretty happy with how she done it there. She got out of the stalls okay. I was able to get into a spot just trailing behind them, but I like the way she finished and continued to maintain a strong finish all the way through to the line.
Did she always travel like the winner?
She did. She laid out a little bit on the corner, and then I just had to angle out off Tommy's back, but soon after that, once we straightened up, I thought I'm the winner now, and she let go with a really good finish. So her trials had shown she was in good form, so it was pleasing to see her come and do it today.
Well done.
Thanks, Ta.
Karen McAvoy rides the second winner, Tintuki, 6, 8, 1 and 10 after race 2.
For the midway, over 1,100 metres, and the light is on now. Ready? And they're off and racing. Lady Shenanigans jump well together with London, and Prince Invincible's got the advantage of being on the inside. Flying Sultan's poking through the middle as well, and Hell of a Nature boots right up behind them. Then came Everyone's a Star against the lure, improving between horses. Further back to Delexo Expresso taken back, and Say Soiree La is last of all. Prince Invincible holds the front from Flying Sultan. London caught 3 wide without cover. Hell of a Nature fourth on the rails. Then came Against the Law. Everyone's a Star Star 3 out, but with a bit of cover approaching the bend. Delexo's well back on the fence from Expresso, Lady Shenanigans, and Say Soiree La. They straighten up and Prince Invincible turns the corner. A length in front of Flying Sultan, stoked up and sticking on. Prince Invincible and Flying Sultan stride for stride, 2 lengths away against the law, and Expresso's winding up with a big run on the outside. A big run, Expresso. Moved up to Flying Sultan. Delexo getting up the inside. Expresso and Delexo's finishing fast. Delexo going to Expresso and Delexo got up. Delexo edged out Expresso to win it by a head. Flying Sultan third, Say Soiree La powering home. Then Prince Invincible, a gap to Against the Law. Further back, Everyone's a Star, Hell of a Nature, Lady Shenanigans, and London finished last.
Well done, KB. That was exciting.
It was great. He's been frustrating and he keeps missing the kick, and he did it again today. But a great steer by Karen, and we were lucky to get those splits.
Yeah, you've had a lot of luck taking horses up to Queensland and then bringing them back and finding the right races.
Look, I think the speed up there helps a horse like this generally. It didn't when we went, but it just keeps him out of trouble. Today was great though. He's been knocking on the door. I love this horse. He's such a big, gentle giant, and it's great to see him get the win. And Conway and Christina, great owners of mine. They have a lot of horses with us, and delighted to get the win for them.
He just keeps turning up every preparation, doesn't he, this bloke?
Yeah, he's very genuine. He's very genuine. He wants to win. He just gets himself in all sorts of troubles and sometimes makes it hard for himself.
Well, Mackenzie's here. I know that you're always a hero, but you're a bigger hero to her today.
Am I?
How was that?
Great.
Wasn't it good? I saw you cheering down on the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Don't normally do that, to be honest.
You must have had something on, did you?
Yeah.
Good girl. Well done.
Thank you.
Chris.
Thanks.
Well, Karen, another well-timed ride. He's a big boy. Is he hard to navigate?
A little bit. He is a big, strong horse, and he just gets a little bit anxious in the barriers, which is his unbringing a lot of the time. He missed a kick again with me today. I hadn't ridden him for a while. Last time I rode him, he missed a kick as well, but he just gets a bit anxious in there. And full credit to the team. Kristen's done a good job with him, and you know he was ready for it when I needed him. I picked him up and asked him, and he was full of running at the 300, and he got a nice gap and put him away. So it was a nice win.
It's been a couple of years since he's won a race. Do you think that might give him a bit of confidence now?
Hopefully so. As I said, it's just about getting him out, and he's a quick horse, and you don't want to fight him too much. So he just doesn't help himself when he misses the kick, but today we're able to get away with it. And as I said, he's a big, strong boy. So, hopefully he can string another one this preparation. And he looked really well, so onwards and upwards.
Well done.
Thank you, Ta.
Ready to run. Just waiting for the blindfolds to be removed. They're off. Speak Up was last out. Terramata being sent forward wide out. Euros under an aggressive riders there, and Rocketeer Girl is hunting forward. It's Euros just in front of Rocketeer Girl, and the favourite goes straight to third, Terramata, and a gap to the rest early. African Daisy 2 lengths away in fourth, then Principessa, Boot Scooter, and Speak Up is the last one. So Euros had too much speed for Rocketeer Girl. He's trying to steady the tempo, and Euros and Rocketeer Girl comes to the outside a half length away. Terramata just sits back 3 lengths away, enjoying an economical run. Clear from African Daisy, then Principessa from Boot Scooter, and Speak Up the last one. 600 metres to run. Euros just in front, but Rocketeer Girl serves it up now, and the pair go head and head coming around the turn. Euros on the inside of Rocketeer Girl. 4 lengths away to Terramata. African Daisy running on the outside. Rocketeer Girl took the lead away from Euros. Nash is just sitting up here on Terramata. African Daisy under plenty of pressure. Rocketeer Girl's under the pump, and Terramata went up to Prickett's balloon, and Terramata charges to the lead. African Daisy winding up going into second, but this bargain by mare Terramata makes it 3 in a row in town, beating African Daisy. Third, Rocketeer Girl just in front of Boot Scooter, savaging the line. Further back, Principessa, Speak Up. Euros went way too hard and finished last.
Her as big as herself, but look, she's a nice big strong mare, and I think she's been placed beautifully. just to gain confidence and I think next prep she's going to be, placed to advantage now where she's got to a position where she can take on the better fillies and mares.
What were you thinking sitting back there? They were going hard up front. It was just set up perfectly.
Yeah, look, full confidence that, a month between runs, I just asked Jared what he sort of thought as far as her fitness, and he was more than confident to sort of be able to, test her that little bit. She had it there from the last run, and so even though they were going hard, we were able to get into a lovely rhythm, and she was always going to be very hard to beat today.
Well done.
Cheers.
Well, she's done it again.
She has, mate. Yeah, no, that was fantastic again. It was super. Yeah.
Everything just fell into place. There was good speed up front. She tucked in behind. She was up closer, and she had plenty under the bonnet when they heads were turned for home.
Yeah, for sure. Look, I said before the race, we just sort of leave it up to Nash where he wants to go to, but he just, after the first couple of 100 metres, it was perfect, wasn't it? What a ride. Yeah.
What a ride. Nash saying that even next preparation, she might be better still.
I've said that a lot too, to be honest. Yep, she still hasn't quite fully furnished yet, but she's come back in this time a much bigger and stronger version, and I still think there's more to come.
Yeah, she's so adaptable, isn't she? Stinging out of the ground, on top of the ground, nothing seems to faze her.
No, that's for sure. Yeah, you can ride her forward or ride her back. She's pretty perfect sort of horse.
A little ripper.
She's a little ripper.
Thanks,
Favourite, Imrahor, just moving around a bit. Set now. Gates open, they're off and racing. Vegas Outlaw last out and Money from the Sky taken back. Anything goes, jump well. Now Cadetship's put up on the speed going forward out wide in front of Imrahor, Timpanus. And the favourite running by is caught 3 wide early and has to go right around the field. Vegas Outlaw settles back on the inside as Sky out and 3 lengths to Money from the Sky. So running by wasn't great out but did go right around the field and leads clearly now. And Collett will look to get a breather. Running by in front by a length. Cadetship strides to second now on the outside of Anything Goes. Tempena's firing up a bit in fourth on the outside of Imrahor. Then Vegas Outlaw, 2 after Sky out. Muddy from the Sky is tacking on. So running by in front. From the second favourite Cadetship, Anything Goes leaders back third. Then came Timpanus. It looks to be travelling a bit better now in fourth. On the outside of Imrahor, then Vegas Outlaw, Sky out. Muddy from the Sky revved up, pulling deeper out as they turn. Running by on the circle in front by a half to Cadetship. So it's running by on the fence from Cadetship. Timpanus, Vegas Outlaw gets going and Money from the Sky sustaining a good run is coming very wide out. Running Bears under siege now from Cadetship. Timpanus, Money from the Sky trying to go on with it. Anything Goes is popping off the fence but running by showed a good kick. Cadetship's gone. Anything Goes is the one doing the chasing. Running by going boldly though. Running by in front from Anything Goes and running by worked early too good. Won it by a half. Anything Goes second, a gap back to Cadetship third, just in front of Sky Out and Timpanus. A gap to Imrahor. Money from the Sky. He teased you a bit in the straight, but he dropped out at the end, and the winning runs come to an end for the Outlaw. Vegas Outlaw finished last.
That was a good effort. She had plenty of company at the top of the straight and she shook them all off to pull clear and win well.
Yeah, she did. Plan wasn't ready to lead. Just going to ride her. She jumped and he was going to get caught wide, so he decided to let her roll forward. She relaxed well once she got to the front. Was able to control, and yeah, she just kept kicking all the way down the straight. Dylan McMonagall rode her last start, said when she's in front she can wait for them, so there was probably a bit more left there. But yeah, obviously still lightly raced. She's only had 6 starts before today. She's a lovely big mare. She's just going to keep improving, and yeah, great to get a win for Seymour Bloodstock. And yeah, she just arrived from Melbourne yesterday morning. We've done a great job with her. She looked in great order, and hopefully has a few more for her.
She's heading in the right direction, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. She's a big scopy mare. Taking a bit of time, but she will just keep improving and hopefully into better grades.
Great job.
Thank you.
You were going to get caught wide early, so you rolled to the front, and the rest is history.
Yeah, you're right. I probably didn't clear the gates cleanly, and I did sort of want to follow Cadetship and when the pace wasn't really there at all early, and I was going to be easing to try get cover. I sort of let her flow forward, and to her credit, she handled that really well. Been asked to make that improvement early in the race, and then I was able to back it right off down the side there, and just allow them to improve to me around the turn, to ask her then to improve. So quite soft in the end, albeit the margin wasn't a lot.
I don't know you haven't ridden her before, but does she give you a feel that she's a mare that's going to work through the grades?
Oh, I think so. Look, it wasn't an overly strong race today in this grade, but she did it quite easily. And what you've seen in Melbourne, she was quite competitive at stakes level there early on in her career, and now she's sort of out of that age group and now just working her way through the benchmarks. So really good time of year. She'll, racing style like that makes it easy.
Well done.
Thank you.
Race 6 over a mile. Benchmark 72. And they're off and racing. Pogacar missed the kick a little bit, and Caring Lass is taken back. Other than that, a good line. Vomo Island is there together with Ambassadors, Built, Eau de Vie, and showing a bit of speed on the inside, Owen County. You're Not the Boss, just easing out of that clump, and it's a good go up front. Couple off to Magneteer, Methuselah taken back, 2 off to Pogacar, and last of all is Caring Lass. So racing through now is Ambassadors, is going to hold the front, and Vomo Island strides to second. Eau de Vie gets a good spot third in front of Owen County, and the favourite Built a length and a half away fifth. Further back to Magneteer on the inside of You're Not the Boss, 2 off to Methuselah, and then Pogacar. Caring Lass, the last one, at least 10 lengths off the lead. So Ambassadors at the 800 metres on top by a half length to Vomo Island. No change to the order, 2 lengths away to Eau de Vie, who's been well back today. In advance of Owen County, Built getting every chance. Further back to Magneteer from You're Not the Boss, 2 off to Methuselah. Pogacar under pressure, and Caring Lass has it all to do. Coming to the turn, Vomo Island is moving up out pretty wide. Ambassadors hugging the rails, railing like a greyhound. Vomo Island went very deep and conceded a length there. Further back to Owen County. Now Built's laying in under pressure, making some headway. Methuselah's running on the outside. It's Ambassadors in front. Built is starting to dig in. Methuselah on the outside. Built moved up now to Ambassadors. Built put the head in front. Then Methuselah, and further back Magneteer. But the favourite Built's drawing away, and Built went on to win it by a length and a half. Methuselah second, I think, just in front of Ambassadors, and Magneteer is right up in the thick of the action for the Miners. Clear from Vomo Island, then You're Not the Boss. Further back Caring Lass. Owen County dropped off. Eau de Vie dropped off, and Pogacar was last to finish.
Well, Chris, he's been up a while, but he continues to look great, and he's racing so well.
Yeah, he is, Gavin. Last start, he ran really well, and he's been a model of consistency after a slow start to the prep. So, it's just a good time of the year for these types of horses, and he had a bit of confidence, and James rode him so well, and I think that told of the last 200 metres.
Yeah, he got him into the perfect spot. He let it all unfold and let him work through his gears.
Sure did. He makes it look easy, James, and it makes a big difference when you've got some of the best riders in the world riding here in Sydney. We get to utilise them 52 weeks of the year, and it's a big asset to us.
A win for Methuselah, or another win, won't be too far away.
Yeah, he's still 3, still working a few things out. He looked the winner today until Built had that softer run. But his day will come, and he's probably still a prep away.
Great job.
Thank you.
Well, you've worked this fella out now. You won on him before you went away. You've come back. He's been waiting for you. It's good to see him put another win on the board.
6 weeks for drink, so he's doing a good job. He's got a bit of confidence about him, and look, he's no world beater, but he's well placed, and he's knocked 2 off in this preparation, so it's a really good effort.
He's placed over 1,800. Do you think miles is probably his sweet spot?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think he'll stay much further than that. I think it's a perfect trip for him.
Well done, and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Majestic The speedy Felix Majestic looking for another one. Light is on, we're all set. And they're racing. Felix Majestic left really well from the wide gate. The favourite Cool Jakey about midfield and mastering. Felix Majestic in front and Cool Jakey quickly whipped up from midfield to go to second. Trying to hold out Felix Majestic early. Robusto lands in a good spot on the inside of Excelidas and the field is starting to string out. The leaders are going hard. A gap to Arc Cadeau from Mahagoni. 2 off to Helsing from Battleton and Redstone Wells last of all. This is a good duel up front. Cool Jakey wouldn't let Felix Majestic cross, so they have to try and steady it up a bit here at the 800 metres. Felix Majestic off the fence, a neck in front to Cool Jakey, and they've broken 8 lengths clear of Robusto, 2 lengths to Excelidas, 3 off to Arcado. Mahagoni being placed under pressure, followed by Helsing, then Battleton. Redstone Wells last of all. Felix Majestic keeps going on with the job on the outside. Molly Burke tries to kick it away. Felix Majestic race 2, 3 in front. Cool Jakey looks gone. Robusto goes to third, running on. Further back to Excelidas. The others are a mile back in the field as Felix Majestic slipped them. Cool Jakey won't run a place. Excelidas down the outside does the chasing. Can Felix do it again? 3 in front, 2 in front. Excelidas is starting to rope it in. Felix Majestic being tackled by Excelidas. Enjoyed the tempo and Excelidas ran down Felix Majestic. Battleton got up to snare third, followed by Robusto. Helsing warming up late. So did Redstone Well the outside. Further back to Art Cadeau, Mahagoni. Oh, Cool Jakey didn't enjoy being in that fight. He clearly came off second best.
Well, Excelidas on the backup after running 4th last Saturday, and I don't think, whilst we thought there was going to be some speed on, that we would see what we saw there. And they went absolutely hammer and tong, that pair up front. Felix Majestic eventually went past Cool Jakey, whom they shared the lead, and then the others had the drop on them. Robusto had to cart the field. Back was Excelidas, third up from a break. Sam Clipperton and Joe Pride comes over the top of Felix Majestic, who was brave up on speed to take nothing or detract nothing from his performance, despite being gunned down late. And Battleton from the back will wind up in third spot. Robusto fourth. Wow, those two were tearaway leaders.
It was a spectacle, wasn't it? I was looking at the clock, 10.37, 10.56. Something had to give late, but to his credit, Felix Majestic, you thought he pinched it. He was just gasping over that last 50 metres, and Excelidas on the backup. That fitness kicked in, and he was too strong at the finish. Battleton just lost touch. He kept finding the line quite nicely. Robusto boxed away, and they left the money in the bag there with Helsing. He probably just couldn't handle the pressure there in the early stages. Cool Jakey knocked up. Hopefully everything's okay there. But Excelidas well set up on the backup, third up, and he wins.
And indeed he does. The 5-year-old son of So You Think brings up his 5th win today at start number 21. After that hot tempo was on up front, he's got in by a length and a quarter in the end. So a length and a quarter over Felix Majestic. Battleton was good late. You could follow him third up next time we see him, and fourth went the way of number 5, and that was Robusto. And really, those further back in the field were never, ever winning possibilities. Joe Pride is about to join us. Well, he looked a picture, and now he can back up.
Yeah, that was a good effort. It was a good effort, and I think we'll see the best of this horse in the winter time. But it was nice. He's a new addition to the stable, and nice to see him sort of get a win on the board.
And he had to chase a hot speed.
He did. He did a really good job, and I'm sure that'll bring a lot of enjoyment to Paul and Angela watching at home. So congratulations to them, and great to have him back in the stable and see those colours win again.
Yeah, as you would know with this horse, new to your yard obviously, but he's never been far away.
No, he's not. He's very honest. I mean, he's typical So You Think. They're a great breed, they really are, and so once he gets his toe into the ground at some point, he might win a nice race for us.
And Cool Jakey, well, he had to sustain a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it was suicide up front. I'm not sure what was going on there, but they just went way too quick.
Well done with the win.
Thank you.
Good on you, mate. There is Joe Pride, so 121.65, 36.15 I think it is. I'll just confirm that last 600 metres. So 121.65, 36.45 the last 600. Sammy Clipperton winning rider. 1 1/4 by 1 1/2. 1 1/4 by 1 1/2. 8 to 3 and 5. First leg of the quaddie going the way of Excelidas, and Sammy's on his way now to catch up with Shani.
Here he is. Sammy, Joe's got this knack of just backing these horses up at the right time.
Yeah, he does. He's the master of it, and he had a real sense of timing about him, this horse. He's been prepping for a win basically since he had his first trial, and his first 2 runs have been solid. Last week was great. just had to, actually nearly identical sort of circumstances last week, had to do all the donkey work, but today Joe just reminded me of to not chase too early and just to try and nurse him around the corner, which I was able to do, always confident that the leaders would come back to me, but my horse sprinted really well also. Very consistent horse, but going to appreciate some rain-affected ground. And when he gets that, I think he's probably up to stakes level.
All right, well done, Sammy.
Thanks.
Sammy.
Favourite, and the light is on. We're ready to go. And they're racing. The big field is on their way, and Time to Boogie began very sharp wide out. With Your Blessing kicking up underneath it, and Conscriptors right there in third, going forward clear from Stromboli. Then came Dalalart on the outside of Garrison, Dehorned Unicorn. Noble Soldier caught a bit deep, drifting back. Sneaky Page improves the rails. Then came Fox Fighter. Ungpow's back on the field off the track from Legio 10, So Good So Cool. And Kinlock was snagged back to last. With Your Blessing held out the favourite. With Your Blessing by 3/4, Time to Boogie at the 600 metres. Then Conscript, Stromboli and Dalalart out 3 wide. Further back to Garrison, back on the inside at Dehorned Unicorn, Noble Soldier. Legio 10's well back as they straighten up. With Your Blessing swings in front by a length on Time to Boogie. Then came Stromboli and Dalalart stoked up. Further back to Noble Soldier. Conscript in the middle of the ruck. Legio 10 seeing plenty of backsides. Time to Boogie went to a narrow lead from Stromboli. Dalalart the outside. Kinlock is rattling home right across the track. Kinlock wide out. It's Stromboli. Time to Boogie. Stromboli, Kinlock lunged the outside. Oh, not sure here. Stromboli and Kinlock out very wide. They just got to Time to Boogie and Dalalart. 4-way go. Then Dehorned Unicorn. Further back to Legio 10. Garrison, So Good So Cool. Then Sneaky Page, With Your Blessing. Noble Soldier, Ungpow, Conscript and Fox Fighter.
Well, a thrilling finish. They were spread across the track. Stromboli took an eternity to get up to Time to Boogie over on the inside, who wouldn't lie down, and all of a sudden, could it have broken a long run of outs? Kinlock has stormed home on the outside, and their noses are out of sync. Kinlock's head's up, Stromboli's head's down. They're completely bred out of sync, and the judge can have it.
Yeah, it's tight, isn't it? Normally you take on something for the outside, but we're still waiting for confirmation. Nash doing everything possible there to throw Kinlock across the line, and looking at that shutter cam, you'd think it is Kinlock, but as I say, we do wait for confirmation. It is the outside Kinlock. So under the urgings of Nash Truella, there was a lot against this horse today. Blinkers off, 1200 metres, dry track, first up wide draw, but there he was rattling home to deny Stromboli, who did look all over the winner. I thought the favourite was brave. I know he was beaten today, Time to Boogie, but he did ride the speed outside of it and looked at a pretty frantic speed. He had to jump 1,000 to 1,200 metres, and there he was, still in a tight 3-way go.
So Kinlock gets it in the nick of time. Number 3 on the outside will just blouse Stromboli in a thriller. Kinlock first up from a break, a horse that Nash knows pretty well, and he brings up a win. It had been a little while between drinks, but great to see him back in the winner's circle. Danny Greer here for Chris Lees, and Kinlock, it was like the Kinlock of old.
Yeah, it certainly was. All his work has been good leading into it, and quite a nice ride there from Nash. Obviously drew the car park, but we allowed him to settle in, back in the field in the early stages and ride him hit the line.
And that's what he can do, is hit the line. He's got a big finish on him when he's right.
Yeah, he's got a very good turn of foot, which we've seen today, and obviously he gets on well for Nash.
It had been a little while between drinks. It must be a little bit of relief to see that he's still got it.
Oh yeah, look, he's shown plenty of progress in his work this time in, and his trials have been good, so it doesn't surprise us totally.
And first up today, looks like he's in for a good prep.
Very much so.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
There's Danny Greer for Chris Lees. And time to boogie, a brave third from an outside gate, 3:15 and 18. And Shani will catch up with Nash in just a moment after Kinloch's big win.
Yeah, it was a big win. Nash, congratulations. What were you thinking at the top of the straight?
Got him covered.
Not confident?
Well, I was pretty confident. He travelled really good throughout. He's come up a couple of nice trials, typical of Lee's stable. And he just felt like he was here to do something today. He felt really well, and that's how he ran. We're obviously giving him a pretty good start, but he's got an amazing turn of foot, this horse. He always has, but it's generally over 1400, But I was pretty confident when we turned for home. I thought I'll keep coming out because I'm only going to run up someone's backside otherwise. So it's good.
Do you feel like you nailed them on the line?
Pretty confident, but he started to put in a couple of short ones later, and thankfully, because he just died on his run and such, but thankfully he stuck his head down.
Well done.
Cheers.
Been very well backed, and the light is on. Ready now. Set to go. Racing now. Mon Felicity, barrier 1, jumped out okay. Majorati in the 3 sent forward. Rogue Bear's handy, and a notice settles in 4th. Then came Auspicious Cloud. Lyrical Gangster being ridden up. Has 2 behind it in the early stages. Kapakiri and Kettle Hill was taken back to last. So Majorati leads, and Rogue Bear's right up on the outside, a half length away. The post-time favourite Mon Felicity plonks third the rails on the inside of a notice. A couple off to Auspicious Cloud, and getting up the inside Lyrical Gangster, slightly improving its position as they work down the back. And we've got Kapakiri parked on the outside of Kettle Hill. So Majorati in front and Rogue Bear quite content to sit in second position. Mon Felicity gets the gun run third inside a notice. There's no change to the order at the 1200 metres. A length and a half to 2 off to Lyrical Gangster on the inside of Auspicious Cloud. Then Kapakiri is shooting for 4 in a row today. Sits on the outside of the well-back Kettle Hill. So they lead the back. Majorati the front runner. Still by a half length on Rogue Bear. 2 lengths away to Mon Felicity. Racing third on the inside of a notice as they start the run down the High Street side of the course. A gap to Lyrical Gangster, Auspicious Cloud, and still the last 2 Kettle Hill on the inside of Kapakiri. No change to the action. Majorati looking for an all-the-way win. A neck in front, a half length in front of Rogue Bear. Still no runs from back in the field. Then a notice just shading Mon Felicity, Auspicious Cloud, Lyrical Gangster. Now pulling 3 wide, coming to the turn, Kapakiri, force 4 wide now, and Kettle Hill will ride for luck on the fence. Majorati turns in front from Rogue Bear, and a notice gets going. Then Auspicious Cloud, and Kapakiri's chiming in well. Back on the inside, Mon Felicity's not picking up at the moment. Lyrical Gangster darted up on the outside of it. Now the action's wide out. A notice and Kapakiri from Rogue Bear, and now Lyrical Gangster burst up on the inside. Lyrical Gangster raced to a narrow lead, starting to run out a bit. It's Lyrical Gangster in front though, and Lyrical Gangster's going to win it. Oh, anyone's guess for the minors. The fence, Mon Felicity, Rogue Bear the middle, and Kapakiri wide out. Close up a notice from Majorati, Auspicious Cloud, and Kettle Hill was last in a pretty bunch field.
There we are, my friend Bradley. That has repaid you for all of your unbounding loyalty. Lyrical Gangster, today was the day. What a good day at the office. Karen McAvoy, who rides another winner. This one for Chris Waller. And Lyrical Gangster, who'd been all about the money, all preparation, brings up another win. And they were spread right across the track. Mon Felicity, who was heavily back, burst through towards the inside. Rogue Bear and Kapakiri was further out. But defying them all was Lyrical Gangster to take out the ninth.
And he earned every bit of the prize money there, didn't he, Karen McAvoy? What a ride. So rode him perfectly, got him out, got him bustled, tucked him up in behind the speed and presented him at the right time. Still waiting for confirmation on the minors. That is a very tight go for second and third. But Lyrical Gangster, a little gear change today. Maybe that was the difference. But on the back of a fantastic ride from Karen McAvoy, who is riding with plenty of confidence.
So 14 will go up into the frame as the winner, Lyrical Gangster. The minor numbers still to be posted, along with the time and margins after race number 9 on the program. A gelding by Plaisir out of a Pins mare, who wins for the third time at start number 10. The blinkers came off, the winkers went on, and courtesy of a lovely ride by Karen McAvoy. He's having a good day at the office, and there they all were, spread right across the track, all looking for the minor monies. Kapakiri out wide, Rogue Bear and Mon Felicity, the three in that three-way photo finish following the third leg of the quaddie as Karen McAvoy comes back to scale after scoring on Lyrical Gangster. It's had a little bit to do with this fella. He won him on the Kenzo 3 runs back and then partnered him behind Kapakiri a few weeks ago, and at the 2,000 metres he was too good. Chris Waller is about to join us with Lyrical Gangster, who got another deserved win on the board today.
Yeah, it was. He's been a work in progress. He's always shown ability and a bit of a heartbreak horse to watch, and I said to the owners, Cam and Chas Stewart, if we can get his gear right, we'll win a decent race with him, and then he'll train on and get some confidence, and I think that's the way he's heading. So just been on the phone to them, they think I'm a genius. I think they're pretty good too. So they're great supporters of ours, and they do a great, that's what racing's all about.
We know he's got the talent. Was that just the key with him, tinkering with the gear to find that balance?
I think so. I don't know if you can notice, but he's a really big horse, and he's still growing into himself. These horses probably don't mature well into their 4, even 5-year-old years. So I think he can win better races once he falls out and gets that confidence.
Great job.
Thank you.
There is Chris Waller, the winning trainer, and Karen's now with Shanny.
Good day at the office for you, Mac. But this fella, did you get off him the other day and say maybe take the blinkers off and put a set of winkers on?
No, that was Chris and his team come up with that one, but they just went too fast the other day, and he's a quirky sort of a lad, and today with a steadier tempo he was able to be a bit closer, and Chris obviously made the change with the blinkers back to winkers, and I just got him enthusiastic out of the gates a bit more today, and then he was able to travel after sort of a couple of furlongs, and when I gave him a smoocher on the corner, he came up underneath me, so I thought we were in play now, and full credit to the horse, he was able to do his best work and get across the line. So he's heading in the right direction, but he just needs things to go his way a bit.
Yeah, he's a horse that has that racing pattern that needs a lot of luck, but is he tricky to ride?
Not really. Tricky in the sense that he doesn't travel that well, so you've got to try and coax it out of him type thing. And today, like I said, just with a steadier tempo, he was able to enjoy that more so than the other day when they went really quick. On the Kenzo, what I wanted him was a steady tempo, and he showed a good turn of foot, so he's able to do the same sort of job today.
Well done.
Thanks, Tough.
Ooh, 1,100 metres, there's the light. Stand by for a break. Set now. Off and racing, and Shaken began really well from the wide gate, landed a length in front. Squad bounced out well from all the bent. Unravel, Spring Lee. Looks like Spring Lee just easing back a little bit in front of Unravel. Further back to Miss Emma, Impactful Miss, and 5 lengths away to Pito Ballerino. So it was Shaken out of the gate straight to the front by a length on Squad, and the second favourite Spring Lee bounced to third in front of Unravel. Then came all the bent. Further back to Miss Emma, followed by Impactful Miss, and driving along the rails is a Pito Ballerina. It's the favourite Shaken in front, just staying off the fence a little bit. Squad's holding that position. Springlee right on the coattails of the front runner. Further back to Waller Bent and Miss Emma. Up the rise and Shaken with a commanding lead by 2. In second position is Springlee on the outside trying to get into it. Squad back on the rails, and then came Waller Bent, but Shaken has dashed away, holding down second. The inside Squad by the looks of it from Springlee there, but it's Shaken rocking the Richter scale in the last. Shaken led all the way, beat Squad Springlee. Pito Ballerina got up for 4th. Then came all the bent Miss Emma, Impactful Miss, and Unravel dropped out to finish last.
She's got some gate speed and she got sustained speed. Shaken, and she goes all of the way to take out the last. And as the heads were turned for home and they topped the rise, she hadn't moved. Or Shaken's rider, Tyler Schiller, hadn't moved, and the others had all come off the bit. Squab, that's his go forward, and he's run a much better race today. He'll hold on and run second. Springleaf tried hard, and number 11, a Pedo Ballerina, will add some spice to the first four. But she is a filly on the way up, Shaken, and she's taken the next step today, Brad, in winning the last.
Yeah, and good to see her do it on top of the ground today. So tick that box off. Warwick Farm first up, heavy track. Randwick second up on a dry track, and it mattered little. She was always in control. She was in cruise control pretty much all the way through. As soon as she established a forward position, dropped her head, settled beautifully, and that was all she wrote, and justified the fact that she did go around as an odds-on favourite. I thought Squad stuck to his guns pretty well, just bumped into a progressive filly going through the grade. Springleaf still wanted to do a few things wrong in the run, particularly in the early stages, and they probably just dulled that finish to some extent. She might be one for next time. Still a work in progress. So Shaken, it won't be the last time we see her in the winner's stall, and she's already racked up 3 career wins.
But indeed she has. 103.56 overall and 34.43 the last 600 metres. A well-bred filly this time, invincible out of a very good filly in Earthquake. As you say, Brad now brings up her 3rd win at only start number 5. And good to see her settle when she got to the front and she controlled things. She then was travelling very well within herself. Squad's run a better race up on the speed today and run second, and 13 winds up in 3rd spot, and that was Springleaf. As they come back, and in terms of the margins, 1 1/4 by 3/4, 1 1/4 by 3/4 of a length, the margins to the last, as Tyler Schiller in the Godolphin Blue returns to scale. Clearly best backed, and she didn't let her supporters down. From a heavy night at Warwick Farm on top of the ground today, and she's won well. Travis Whittaker is here for Shaken, who has taken the next step today.
She sure has, and it was a nice ride by Tyler just to keep her in her own comfort zone outside the lead, and she's able to put them away nicely there.
She's got very good gate speed, doesn't she?
She's got good gate speed, and she's in a good frame of mind at the moment, so hopefully that holds her in good stead going forward.
She seems to be learning all the time, and she settled a lot better when she was up in front today.
A lot settled, and it was a nice ride by Tyler.
Yeah, good way to end the day. She's well bred, this girl, isn't she?
She's really well bred.
Yeah, well done, mate.
Thank you.
There is Travis Whittaker for James Cummings winning the last in 103.56. Shani, she might be a filly worth following, this girl.
Oh, for sure. She's out of Earthquake. Like, Mum was a freak, Dad was a freak, so she's bred to be anything. It doesn't always happen. They can have, can be very well bred and not be able to go a yard, but she's definitely got ability, and I can't wait to see just where they head with her, whether or not they keep going with one. She's had 2 runs now, but do they put her away for a bit and bring her back in the autumn, or what do they do with her, because she's an exciting filly going forward, and Tyler's had a lot to do with her, and he was aboard her first up, and she was impressive on the heavy 9 and then back on a good surface today, and she was just as brilliant. Tyler, you rode her first up on a heavy track, today on a dry track. What can you tell me about her?
She's very fast, she's very natural. She did it a little bit wrong early today. I thought the other day she relaxed a lot better on the softer track. Won a gaze, was good speed bunny for her, and today she had to do it all herself, but she did it nice and relaxed. She's just too fast. She's so brilliant for this trip, and she was tough late as well. I thought she dug in and nothing could get near her.
Does it surprise you just how quick she is out of those gates?
Definitely. I thought something on the inside would kick up and be able to lead her, but nothing could today. She's very quick, and she's brave as well. She's well bred. She's a lovely filly.
Yeah, going forward, there's a lot more there, isn't there?
Yeah, there's plenty left. I think when something challenges her, it's going to be the big test, and I think she's got a few more gears up her sleeve. She's pretty brave.
Well done.
Thank you.
Tyler Schiller wins the last aboard Shaken. Well named, and she does it in good style. It wraps us up this afternoon. Thanks for your company from Randwick, from Brad and Shani and myself. We'll see you soon.